Yo, 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 folks. I'm just tagging everybody. Ba-da-ba-ba. We are live. Break 582. Dun-dun-dun. Let's move that out of the way. So we've got our case. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. I'm going to flip her over on the side. Oh, yeah. So you can see it's got a good seal on it. Not that it makes anything, but it's got a good seal on it. There it is. Boom. 25-26 Series 1 tins. Let's slice this first off. I'll get all the tins out, and after I get these all out of here, oh, I probably should have put a case behind me. I'll go give my hands a rinse. Da-da-da-da. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Oh, a tin's going to fall out of the back. There we go. It's on the bottom of it. Slide it forward. Boom. Get rid of that box. Move that bus. There we go. 12 tins. So I'm going to start opening up the tins and putting all the packs in these things here so we can kind of get going. So grab yourself a drink. Vern is thinking. What's he thinking about? You guys got time if you're going to make a trade until I open the first pack, not the first tin. So I'm just going to start doing this. Oh, I don't want to knock it off the edge. All the packs will go into the thing here, so move that closer. We'll do the Dazzler there. We've done this before. It's a lot of prefab, I guess, if you want to call it that. Pre-work. No trade? No trade. Dazzler. Might work out good. Take a little while. Ooh. To slice through that. He's keeping Montreal. He's keeping Montreal. Dazzler pack. This gives you a little chance to grab a beverage, folks. Grab a beverage. Or two or three. All right, we're halfway through the first half. Well, I didn't go rinse my hands. I'll go rinse them yet before we start breaking too. Once we get all that done, we got a Dazzler. Slide those this way. Put them in the front, I think. Slippery. Hands are dry. Had the heat on all day. We had a little bit of a cold day today here out on the prairies. Dazzler. Pretty busy weekend, Black Friday weekend. Thank you all to whoever came in. All right, tin number 6. Whoever's watching this later on, we'll have everything sleeved before I leave and upload it to the YouTube channel. Get that plastic. We got a Dazzler. We've got some packs. Look at that. They fit all. Yeah, look at that. Perfectly in the tray. Perfectly in tray number 1. And the Dazzlers. All right, let's switch these ones here over to that side so we can kind of go through and do the same thing. The same thing. Ugh. Try to do it without slicing my finger off. There's a Dazzler. Let's pile them up there. Got the eyes of a stranger. Oh yeah. Oh, that one there was upside down. Upside down, maybe that's a special one, eh? And then tomorrow, I'm making chili. Chili for the big Sunday supper. We're going with a big batch of chili. That's the plan. Comfort food at its finest. Slide it up. Slide her up. Sorry, it's not a very fun thing to watch right at this moment. Prep. I could have pre-done it, but I like to kind of do it like this on the video, on the camera. Dazzler pack onto the pile. We'll open all the Dazzlers first, too. Start moving them. Should we take them from the back? Let's take it from the back so it doesn't knock them all over. Kind of mixes up the order, I guess, eh? Dazzler. All the locals, whoever's watching it, we still got a bunch of Black Friday specials. Purple Thursday, whatever it is. Cyber Monday. Cyber Monday. Things will still be on special. Come on in. Come on down for a visit. Anybody else from out of province? If you're flying in, let me know. I might stay open late for you. Maybe. Fresh bunch of packs. So I'm still gonna give my hands a little rinse here when we're done. And then this is the last one. Let's push all those back there. Last tin. Last one should fit right into that. Nobody wants to trade with Joel? What's wrong with yous? What's wrong with yous? All right, last Dazzler pack and last tin. Gonna be fun. Gonna be ripping. That is what we got. We're gonna have enough room here. Slide it back a little bit. We've got packs to rip. All right, give me 2 secs. Give my hand a quick little rinse. Yeah, just those boxes when they come from the Canpar and UPS and stuff, they get pretty dirty. Pretty dirty. Say hello if you're out there. Hello, hello, hello. Move that up a little bit. Where we're going to start with? We're going to start with the Dazzlers. So let's warm up the little lucky fingers here, folks. Warm them up, warm them up, warm them up. We got 3 of you watching live. We got 7 in the break. We'll see who joins in. And here we go. No trades, it looks like. Kind of don't want to push them back any further. What if they go like this? That's the top one. This was the one side. Let's go like this way. Yeah, there we go. Not much to look at, but we've got room to rip. Here we go, folks. Good luck, everybody. We got, looks like 3 orange Dazzlers. Morgan Geeky, Boston. New Jersey Devils, Dougie Hamilton. And Thatcher Demko for Vancouver. So we got, what, pink ones and red ones and green ones and blue ones? I don't remember. Orange ones. William Eklund for the Sharks. St. Louis is Dvorsky. And Buffalo is Ostland. Oh, we got a black one. Philip Gustafson. Minnesota Wild. Just says black on it. It's not numbered. Minnesota. Right on. Montreal's Cole Caulfield. And for Dallas, Jake Ottinger. All orange. Sebastian Aho for the Hurricanes. Adrian Kempe for LA. And Dustin Wolf for Calgary. Bunch of breaks posted. Brant Clark for LA. For Seattle, Joey Decord. And Levshinov for the Blackhawks. So far, everything's been orange except for one, eh? We're down to 18 spots on the inner. Oh, this one's a red one. Levshinov for Chicago. Gustafson for Minnesota. And Sid the Kid for Pittsburgh. Yeah, down to 18 on the inner of Black Diamond. We got a black Thatcher Demko, Vancouver. Brant Clark for LA. And Joey Decord for the Kraken. Red Morgan Geeky for Boston. Leon Draisaitl for Edmonton. And Adam Fox for the Rangers. Logan Cooley for the Kraken, or the Utah Mammoth, I should say. The Utah Mammoth. Utah Mammoth. Coyotes, right? Thomas Harley for Dallas. And for Florida, Sam Reinhart. Not the Kraken, the Mammoth. We got an orange, Frank Vetrano for the Ducks. Chris Letang for Pittsburgh. And Jared McCann for the Kraken. That one's for the Kraken. Leon Draisaitl, Edmonton. For the Rangers, Adam Fox. And Jonathan Marchessault for Nashville. That's what's playing in the background. Nashville, in Nashville. All right, Martin Necas for Colorado. Connor Bedard for Chicago. And Kochetkov for the Carolina Hurricanes. There we go. Nice stack of Dazzlers. Put that into the pile over there. All right, where are we going to start? Where are we going to start? Let's start on the top. Let's just kind of go. We go like this. Maybe. Let's start with a couple stacks. All right, here we go. Let's go, baby. And have a quick little drink. Wet the whistle. And let's go Young Gun chasing. Cheap little break. Cheap little break. Lots of hits. Brady Tkachuk for Ottawa. I'm going to slide these back just a little bit. Noah Ostlund for the Sabres for our first Young Gun. Jake Gensel for the Lightning. God, Monday is the 1st of December, hey? Don't remind me. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins for the Oilers. Demidov for Montreal. OPG Glossy. And Steven Stamkos for Nashville. I guess we don't have to show all the base, just kind of go right. Mark Stone, Vegas. Boston, Jeremy Swayman. And Ian Moore for the Ducks. And those are all base. Oh, hang on. Okay, let's do this one here. Nick Suzuki for Montreal. Tyler Toffoli, Celebrini for the Sharks. And for the Flames, Nazem Kadri. I didn't call out team assignments. How about I do that? We'll just do it off to the side. Levi gets Vancouver. Vern, Florida. John Van, Carolina. Joel, Philly. Vern, St. Louis. John Van, Washington. Vern with the Rangers and the Islanders. John Van, Columbus. Vern, San Jose Sharks and the New Jersey Devils. John Van, Vegas Golden Knights. You can see him right down on the side there. Joey, Seattle, Buffalo, and L.A. Vern, Pittsburgh. Steve Armstrong, Tampa, Dallas, Minnesota, and Toronto. Vern, Utah, Montreal. Mark K, Ottawa. Joel, Detroit. Vern, Anaheim. Joey finishes it off with Edmonton, Calgary, Colorado, Chicago, Nashville, Boston, and the Winnipeg Jets down there in the bottom. There, I was looking over at my sheet going, where's, who gets what teams? I didn't have no idea what was going on. I just wanted to rip packs. All right, now that's out of the way. Let's carry on. Let's get some hits, baby. Hey, there we go. Slavakovsky from Montreal. Speckle Kucherov for Tampa Bay. And Carson Dorwart. Carson Dorwart for the Flyers. Philadelphia Flyers. Is that who you got, Joel? Joel's got the Flyers. Roman Yoshi. That's a gold glossy. It looks like it. Sizzle Reel is Nathan McKinnon, Colorado. And Thatcher Demko for Vancouver. Kiefer Sherwood, Bustle. That one looks like it's a speckle one for Vancouver. We got Sam Rinzel for Chicago and Patrick Laine for Montreal. Jonathan Huberdeau for Calgary. Evan Bouchard, Edmonton. And Sam Urson for the Flyers. I promise I'll have a whole bunch of stuff going out Monday, Tuesday for you fine folks that I got to ship to. It's been pretty hectic here. Kochetkov for the Hurricanes. For the Rangers, Matthew Robertson. And Robert Thomas for St. Louis. Beauty Canvas, Elvis Merzlikin for the Blue Jackets, Victor Hedman for Tampa Bay, and for Chicago, Connor Bedard. There's a lot of goals happening in this game that's going on behind me here. Morgan Rielly for the Toronto Maple Leafs, for Nashville, Compadres, and Carter Mazur for the Red Wings. We just need to see if we can get all the big names out of these tins. Anyways, it is a Young Gun chase. Hopefully we can get a couple canvases and outbursts Jared McCann for the Kraken. Sizzle Reel is David Pastrnak for the Bruins. And for LA, Adrian Kempe. Get rid of that base over here too, so. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, glossy. Sizzle Reel, Brady Tkachuk, Ottawa. And Austin Matthews for Toronto. All right, let me move some of this. Because knowing me, I'm going to knock the crap out of it. It's going to be knocked over. Sizzle Reel Speckle Bobrovsky for the Florida Panthers. For Nashville, Joakim Kemmel for Nashville. And Elias Pettersson for Vancouver. The Predators within one. Oh, yeah, they're playing Winnipeg. That's what's going on back there. Jeremy Swayman, Boston. Mika Zibanejad for the Rangers. And for the Kraken, Joey Decord. Joey Decord. Alex Tuck Bustle for Buffalo. Lev Shanov for the Chicago Blackhawks. And Adam Fox for the Rangers. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins for the Oilers. Sizzle Reel, Nazem Kadri for Calgary. And for Nashville, Jonathan Marchessault. All right, last pack in these two little piles that I grabbed. Wyatt Johnson for Dallas. UD Portrait Speckle Alex Ovechkin for Washington. That's a nice little hit. And ding, 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 ding. It's backwards. It's a bootleg BL17 for the Washington Capitals. Ryan Leonard. Baby, oh baby, oh baby. Look at that. That is a beauty. Set it right there. Get rid of the base. Get rid of the base. Who's got the caps? Wow. Out of all the stuff, we haven't hit any of these. Is this just from, what's on the top of that? Nothing. Washington Capitals. The lucky soul goes to John Van Ham in the number 6 spot. John? Frickin' hey, that is awesome, man. Bootleg. What are the odds of getting those? 1 in a million. 1 in a million. I don't know if I grabbed 16 packs or whatever I did, but that's a 10 and something. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Let's do this. 2, 4, 6, 8. And then we got 2, 4, 6, 8, and then 6. So we got 2 packs over a 10. Nice one. Boom. That's a banger right there. Are they only exclusive to the tins, maybe? Tage Thompson, glossy for Buffalo. For the Oilers, Evander Kane. And Brandon Hagel for the Lightning. What are the odds of that one, hey? Where's Danny with all the stats when you need them? Sizzle Reel is Sam Reinhart for Florida. Quinn Hudson for the Oilers. And Matty Beniers for the Seattle Kraken. Adam Fox, glossy for the Rangers. Encore, John Carlson for the Capitals. And Tracking Systems, Vasilevsky for Tampa Bay. 12 tins. How long does it take to open 12 tins? Quite a bit. Compadres for Montreal. Ethan Frank for the Washington Capitals. And Timo Meier for the Devils. Charlie McAvoy, Boston. Barkov for the Panthers. And for the Devils, Dougie Hamilton. William Karlsson for Vegas. Sizzle reel for the Canucks, Dakota Joshua. And a young gun, Ryan Suzuki. For the Carolina Hurricanes, Suzuki. That is a banger. Ryan Leonard. Boom, boom, boom. Looks much better in person, dude. Askarov. There we go for the Sharks. Mark Catcomb for the Islanders. And Sean Monahan for the Blue Jackets. We got a canvas. Oh, I'm knocking the base over. Yep. Canvas, Brady Tkachuk for the Senators. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins for the Oilers. And Erik Karlsson for Pittsburgh. All right, that's that little pile. Josh Morrissey for Winnipeg. Compadres for the Red Wings. And for Seattle, Yanni Nyman for the Kraken. Yanni Nyman. 8 packs at a time is what we'll do after we finish this one off. Doesn't want to come out. Doesn't want to come out very nice. Alex Ovechkin for Washington. For the Oilers, Leon Draisaitl. And for the Senators, Linus Ullmark. Again, we'll have this uploaded to YouTube when I'm done. Before I leave, everything will all be sleeved up. Philip Gustafson for the Minnesota Wild. Speckle Cup Quest Tage Thompson for Buffalo. And Vil Kovinen for the Pittsburgh Penguins, young gun. Jonathan Huberdeau, excuse me, for the Calgary Flames, Glossy. Logan Thompson for Washington, and for the Panthers, Matthew Tkachuk. A little bit of hacky sacking going on there. What's that upside down? Nothing? No, just a regular base. Had to look to see if it's special numbered or something like that. Joey Decord for the Kraken. Speckle. What's the Speckle one? We got Ozzy Wiesblit for the Nashville Predators. And Jack Eichel for Vegas. Anybody look up that Ryan Leonard, seeing what they're going for? Jared McCann for the Kraken. Nico Hischier for the Devils. And for Montreal, Mr. Lane Hutson. Come on, come on, come on. Sometimes the glue doesn't want to come off that nice. Troy Terry, glossy for the Ducks. For the Oilers, Compadres, coming up with a plan. They're coming up with a plan. And Cup Quest, Connor Bedard for Chicago. All right, last pack in these little piles. We got Sebastian Aho for the Hurricanes. For the Kings, Speckle Cup Quest, Adrian Kempe. Oh, did I miss something? Did I miss something? We're flipping things over here so fast. I don't think I did. That's the last pile of base. Or was there 3 hits and I'm losing my mind? Or did we only get 2 hits in that one? Interesting. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 8. And then the last ones are 6. The base out of there. All right, this is going to be ending off tray number 1, one side. Kirill Marchenko for the Blue Jackets. Sizzle reel is Kirill Marchenko. Ding, 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 ding. Rewind. Look at that. Back-to-back Kirills for the Blue Jackets and William Eklund for the Sharks. Tracking system speckled Dustin Wolf for Calgary. For the Seattle Kraken, Jacob Melanson. And Austin Matthews for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Maybe I'll take these hits and get them out of the way here too before I dump them over. All right. Ryan Leonard for the Capitals. Jasper Bratt for the Devils. And Sizzle Reel Sebastian Aho for the Hurricanes. There is Mackenzie Blackwood for Colorado, Jacob Quinlan for Toronto, and Anze Kopitar. Compositions for the LA Kings. Beauty Canvas, Joel Eriksson Ek for the Wild, Slavakovsky for Montreal, and Shesterkin for the Rangers. No Canvas Young Gun yet, eh? No Outburst Young Gun either. You can get them in the retail stuff, but Jimmy Snuggerud, Encore for St. Louis, Sam Reinhart for Florida, and Ivan the Big D Demidov for the Montreal Canadiens. Going out to the number 22 spot, that would be you, Vern. Vern, congratulations, bud. Brother from another mother. Boom, boom, boom. And we're going to give you one of these here that I just got. Some 25-26 Young Gun top loaders. Congratulations. Congratulations. There's one on the board. When we did the Blaster case, we got one too. But there's a couple of the other guys we didn't get. Jeremy Swayman, Boston. Tampa Bay, Jack Finley. And Steven Stamkos for Nashville. Good thing you kept Montreal. Leon Draisaitl, Canvas for Edmonton. For Vegas, Mark Stone. And for the Flames, Nazem Kadri. Nazem. Franchise Dave is in the house, folks. All right, we're down to the wire on this row for row number 1. I don't remember if it was the left side or the right side. We got Compadres for the Sharks, Skyler Brindamore for the Hurricanes, and Tyler Toffoli for the Sharks. Almost. Nick Suzuki Gold, Delassie for Montreal. Philip Forsberg, Nashville. And Connor Bedard, Chicago. Jordan Kyrou, Encore, St. Louis Blues. Nathan McKinnon, Colorado. And for Buffalo, Noah Ostland. 3 packs to go in this first half. All you need now is a Demidov outburst, eh? Oi! There's Demidov right there. Glossy for Montreal. Sam Urson, tracking systems for the Flyers. And for the Canadiens, Patrick Laine. Hey, there we go. Young Gun canvas. Olivier Rodrigue for the Edmonton Oilers. We did get and an Ian Moore Young Gun for the Ducks. And for Tampa Bay, Jake Gensel. 1 Young Gun canvas. Oh, this one's shredding. Shredding. Last pack in the first half. Halfway there. Nick Suzuki, Montreal. Sebastian Aho for the Hurricanes. And Brady Tkachuk for Ottawa. Boom. And we had a recap of 2 cards in the first half. There they are. Demidov and Ryan Leonard. Ryan Leonard bootleg. Look at that. Boom. Boom, boom, chakalaka. All right, here we go. So 2, 4, 6, 8. We'll do them in chunks of 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Because that's what you get in a tin. 8 plus a glossy. All right, here we go. Here we go. Good luck, everyone. Come on, smash that like button when you get a hit. Might create a little interest going on. Lucas Raymond for the Red Wings. Elias Pettersson, Vancouver, Speckle. And Rodrigo Abols for the Flyers. Right, push them right back. Right back. Tage Thompson for Buffalo. For Calgary, Zane Parekh for the Flames. We haven't got his Young Gun yet. Connor McDavid for the Oilers. That was Connor McDavid was a slippery little one. Compadres for the Vegas Golden Knights. Young Gun Joakim Kimmel for Nashville. And Erik Karlsson for Pittsburgh. We've doubled up on Kimmel. Jonathan Huberdeau for the Calgary Flames. Sizzle Reel is Cam Fowler for the Blues. And Jason Robertson for Dallas. Ryan Leonard, glossy gold for Washington. Tracking Systems, Jacob Markstrom for the Devils. And for the Kraken, Matty Beniers. Young Gun canvas, Dvorsky for the St. Louis Blues. Olivier Rodrigue for the Edmonton Oilers. And Timo Meier for the Devils. Yeah, got a bunch of breaks. A couple cheap ones posted there. And then we've got the inner down to 18 spots for the Black Diamond. Gabe Perreault for the Rangers. UPL, Jukka-Pekka Luukkonen for Buffalo. And Jasper Bratt for the Devils. High risk, high reward on that one, on the Black Diamond. But man, oh man, can you hit her big. Tracking Systems, Charlie Lindgren for Washington. Matthew Wood for Nashville. And for the Devils, Dougie Hamilton. Oh, and by the way, next week, Wednesday, we should have the cup. The new cup is going to be out. It is the 24-25 cup. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins for the Oilers. Sizzle Reel is UPL for Buffalo. And for the Wild, Matt Zuccarello. And the Celebrini is hot, hot, hot stuff in it. Everybody's been coming in buying all that 24-25 up. Logan Cooley for the Utah Mammoth. Robert Thomas for the Blues. And Michael Callahan for the Boston Bruins. Oh, Callahan. Let's get that base out of here. Zane Parekh Glossy, looks like a gold one for Calgary. UC Saros for Nashville. And Leandro Draisaitl, goal orientated for the Edmonton Oilers. Move those hits as well. Put them over there. Speckle Cole Perfetti for Winnipeg. Sizzle Reel. Cam Lund for the Sharks. And Jason Robertson for Dallas. So this would be tin 8 that we're working on right now. Tin 8 out of 12. Alex Ovechkin for Washington. DeBrincat for the Red Wings. And for the Ducks is Leo Carlson. Yeah, just definitely just a young gun chase. Young gun chase. Sizzle Reel, Jacob Markstrom for the Devils. Carter Mazur for the Red Wings. And Mitch Marner for Toronto. All right, two more packs to go to end off tin number 8. Monton Bolt Canvas for Montreal. For the Rangers, Gabe Perreault. And Seth Jarvis for the Hurricanes. Ryan Leonard, Washington. Washington's getting quite a few hits, eh? Brady Tkachuk for the Senators. And, do we got a random? Demidov and Leshunov for Chicago. Montreal and Chicago. Let me sleeve that sucker up. Unless Vern has Chicago. Or unless we hit 2 of them. Who's got the Chicago Blackhawks? Chicago is Joey. So we got ourselves a random at the end. Unless we get a second one. Then you'll each get one. Set that aside. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That means we'll have, should have 8 more. 16 more. All right, here we go. Come on, baby. Something spicy. Something spicy. There's an Adam Fox glossy for the Rangers. Dvorsky for St. Louis. And Sizzle Reel Evangelista for Nashville. Tracking Systems, Merzlikins for the Blue Jackets. Ryan Duran for Boston. And David Pasternak for the Boston Bruins. Mario Ferraro for the Sharks. Barkov for the Panthers. And Kirill Kaprizov for Minnesota. Yeah, these videos are deleted on Facebook a month after you do them. Still happening. Mo Sider for the Red Wings. We got a young gun. Hey, Jimmy Snuggaroo. Snug as a bug in a rug. And Alex Ovechkin for the Capitals. I'm getting a little snug there into a top order right now. And we'll look and we'll see who has St. Louis. St. Louis in the number 5 spot. Vern Fisher. There you go, man. On a roll, on a roll. Better move some base here now. Wyatt Johnson for the Stars. Compadres for Colorado. And Tage Thompson for Buffalo. Buffalo. Okay. So far, so good. Oh, we got an outburst. We got an outburst. Oh, it's not even a young gun. Sundqvist for the St. Louis Blues. Kemmel Encore for Nashville. And Sizzle Reel Mason Marchment. Marchment for the Stars. Reach for the Stars. Tage Thompson, glossy for Buffalo. Dylan Holloway for the St. Louis Blues. Not numbered or nothing. Quinn Hughes for the Canucks. This should be 7. Tin number 7. Last pack. Young Gun Canvas. Oliver Moore for Chicago. That's 3 canvas Young Guns, eh? Donovan Sabranko for the Senators. And Kirill the Thrill for Minnesota. Yep. All right, number 8. What is this? There's 2 left, so this is number 10. Tin number 10, I think it is, right? I don't know, I'm losing my mind. Tage Thompson for Buffalo. Sam Reinhart for Florida. Sizzle Reel McKinnon for Colorado. Tracking System Sam Urson for the Flyers. For the Flyers, Carson Dorwart for Philly. And Ovechkin for Washington. Kyle Connor for Winnipeg. For Toronto, Austin Matthews. And for Colorado, Cale Makar. I was thinking there was 10 tins there for a while, but there's actually 12. There's a Malkin Encore for Pittsburgh. For Ottawa, Brady Tkachuk, non-speckle. And Dvorsky, Young Gun for the St. Louis Blues. It's a pretty exciting game, I tell you, behind me. Mark Stone, Vegas. Compadres for the Devils. And for the Sharks, Celebrini, Macklin. Robert Thomas, St. Louis. Chicago, Connor Bedard, Speckle compositions, a Speckle Bedard. And Mark Catcomb for the Islanders. Nick Suzuki Galassi, looks like a gold one, Montreal. Sizzle Reel Vancouver, Quinn Hughes. And Martin Nietzsche for Colorado. All right, last pack in this little pile. Matt Boldy, Speckle Bustle for the Wild. Yanni Nyman for the Kraken. And there is a Jenny Melkin for Pittsburgh Penguins. There we go, there we go, there we go. As I keep tidying up my mess I got going on here. There's a lot of hits. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8. And 2, 4, 6, 8. There we go. We can get rid of that. Because we are down to the last 2 tins. All right, good luck to all of you. There's only 7 of you in this break. We got Compadres for Washington. Sam Rinzel for Chicago. And Noah Ostlund for the Sabres. Anders Lee for the Islanders. Jeremy Swayman, Boston. And for Toronto, Will Nylander. Willie boy. Macklin Celebrini for the Sharks. Sizzle Reel, Owen Tippett for the Flyers. And for Chicago, Colton Dock. Chicago. Keep knocking the stands over, knocking stuff over. Victor Hedman for the Lightning. Sizzle Reel is Sid the Kid for Pittsburgh. And Lane Hudson for Montreal. Stay tuned for at least one random at the end of the break. William Nylander for Toronto. Austin Matthews, Speckle for Toronto. And I almost lost it. Jacob Sherek for the Islanders. Islanders are going to be big in Series 2, I think, eh? There's a Barkov Gold Glossy for the Panthers. Jonathan Marchessault for Nashville. And for the Oilers, Connor McDavid. I guess this would be tin 11, eh? Tin 11. Sizzle Reel, Leon Draisaitl, Speckle for Edmonton. Hey, we got it. Zane Parekh for the Calgary Flames. Zane, I'm going to leave that one right now. And Chris Kreider for the Rangers. Zany boy. It's going this way. There we go. Joey's got the Calgary Flames today. 25-26 Young Gun. Zane Parekh. Parekh. All right, last pack. Tin 11. Got a Barkov for the Panthers. We got Cole Caulfield for Montreal. And tracking system Igor Shesterkin for the Rangers. That's what we're down to. That is what we are down to. There's probably about that many hits. Quite a bit. Quite a bit. All right, last 10. Good luck. Chris Kreider for the Rangers. Adam Fox for the Rangers. Speckle portrait. And Ryan Suzuki for the Hurricanes. Adam Fox for the Rangers. Sizzle Reel for Calgary, Nazem Kadri. And for Nashville, Matthew Wood portrait. Tracking Systems, Grubauer for Seattle. Young Gun, Levshunov for the Blackhawks. And Tkachuk, Matthew Tkachuk for Florida. All right, give us one more of those crazy cards that we got in the first half. It's like a case hit, eh? Hey, there we go. Ivan Demidov, glossy for Montreal. Connor Zary for the Calgary Flames Encore. And Stuart Skinner came up with a big win today for the Edmonton Oilers. Four packs to go. We got Tyler Bertuzzi for Chicago. Ville Koivunen for the Pittsburgh Penguins. And Lucas Raymond, goal-oriented. Oriented? Oriented. Not orientated. Oriented. Alex Lafreniere for the Rangers. Nick Suzuki, Montreal. And for Nashville, Jonathan Marchessault. Two packs. Noah Ostlund, Buffalo. St. Louis, Jordan Binnington. And Ozzy for the Nashville Predators. Oi, oi, oi. All right, last pack. Excuse me. And I'll get the randomizer going for a chance to win that last one. So we got Jake Ottinger for Dallas. Sizzle Reel, Leo Carlson for the Ducks. And for Calgary, we end on a young gun, Rory Currens for the Calgary Flames. There we go, folks. Thanks for filling that break. I'm going to get all these stuff set aside here. We're going to do the random for this one. We're going to get out the dice. We'll get out the randomizer. Bear with me. So we got the Habs, Hawks. Habs, Hawks. So the battle between Vern and Joey. I guess we should always just kind of put it on the stand so we can see what it is. Good luck, boys. Shake her up good. All right, 1, 4, and 4. We're going 9 times. 9 times. 4, 8, and 1 is 9. And the winner on top will get that one right there. Here we go. There's my little screen down there in the corner I've been watching. It hasn't been flashing out since I've done that. Randomizer. All right, there we go. Habs, Hawks. 9 times. Ready? Once. Twice. 3 times. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And last and final time, the winner goes to the Hawks. Going to the Hawks at 9 times. Congratulations. That one would be for Joey with the Hawks. All right, everybody. I'm going to get all these sleeved up. Till next time. These are the few that I kind of put in some top loaders. We got Zane. We got a Snuggaroo. We got a Demidov. And one of my favorites, Ryan Leonard. Bootleg. I have to do some research on that one. Bootleg number 17. That'd be a pretty cool set to put together. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for filling her up. Got a couple more breaks posted. We are down to 18 unless someone took some spots in the inner of Black Diamond. As soon as that one's going, we're ripping her. Thanks again, everybody, and have a good night. Peace. See you next time.